So this is the second time I'm making this video because for some reason, when I was recording videos last time, the camera apps were basically crashing for no reason, even the default one. Thanks, Android. Hello everybody, my name is LIFEofDOMOVOI, život domovoje. Before I had this chair, I had this one. I also had this one, but a Bellium was basically before the Lamdrup. After Lamdrup, it was the Antares Scope chair, which I'm gonna talk in a second, of course. So this was, your standard generic garbage office chair. It has many names, many brands sell it, many brands copy it. This is a Bellium I had from Yisk. It looks like this. This was mesh. This is some kind of fake leather. And yeah, it's shiny, it's cheap. I mean, it cost, the normal price is 2,499 Czech crowns, which is basically this much amount of money in euros, and it's this much in US dollars, And basically I spent this exact amount of money when this chair was on sale. And this chair was okay, but it wasn't the most comfortable. You had I'm not sure if I could even call it a neck support, but it's this little pillow which was attached to some rubber. There's also this lumbar support which was attached to two buckles. And this chair was especially garbage. I mean, not to say Bellium wasn't a garbage. I mean, it was too small. I had no head support, nothing. But this fucking chair was uncomfortable. I couldn't men's spread, basically. I mean, with this chair I could, but I couldn't with this chair. I couldn't basically spread my legs that much. I mean, Jesus Christ, it wasn't comfortable. Also, I often had problems with my back and neck, where it would hurt like crazy. I couldn't turn around, and some of the wheels on this chair basically stopped moving. Now, this exact chair is much bigger improvement, as you can see. Now, these are the specifications you have in centimeters. Of course, I'm not gonna convert it to inches because, who the hell uses inches outside of Americans? This chair costs almost 7,000 Czech crowns, which is almost exactly this much money in US dollar, and in euros it costs this much amount of money. And I like this chair, and I'm about to tell you why. So let's talk about this chair. Like I said, basically it's an ergonomic chair that I bought in Asco Olomouc. It costed around, almost 8,000 Czech crowns, I believe. And, the main feature is, of course, you have adjustable, the neck support, lumbar support, and it also is made out of mesh. Well, most of the parts are made out of mesh. So, this part, and this part. Also right here, there's a bit of a foam. I'm not sure why is there a foam, if it's because of the comfort or if it has to do with, how they added the mesh. But I think it's added there because of the comforts, so it wouldn't be that rough when you're sitting. Also, this part is made out of cloth of sorts. I think it's just cloth. There might be something else, like some kind of foam or something. I don't know. I think it's some kind of foam or cloth, a combination of those two. Everything else is either made out of plastic or aluminum. Also, the monster stickers, they don't come with this chair. Again, as you can see, the wheels are dirty as hell. But all of them are still working. All of them are still moving. Which is fantastic, by the way, because on my previous chair, the Lamdrup chair, basically some of the wheels basically stopped working. They were only moving when I sat on this chair, and some of them at least, not all of them, but most of them. But on this chair, it works perfectly fine for now, and I had it for what, almost a year. For now, the wheels are moving basically on this chair. You also have a lever right here, so if it's pushed all the way forward, you basically adjust the height of this chair. But if I push it towards me, I can basically move this part of this chair. I can basically rock it all the way back. But it doesn't stay in that position. Unlike my previous chair, where it would stay in that position. Yeah, it's a really comfortable chair. One thing that I like about this chair, it's nice, comfortable. My back and neck doesn't hurt that much, unlike, my previous chair, where basically I'm also gonna now show you how I'm sitting on this chair. I'm gonna show you a couple of features. And like I said, it's a really comfy chair. It's comfortable. I can adjust the neck support, of course the back support, and of course there's the lever right here, which as I said, you can rock this chair all the way back. Well, not as much as my previous chair, the Lambert chair. At Lambert, unlike this chair, you could basically lock it in this position. For example, if I wanted to leave it like this, I could basically move the lever all the way forward and, it would stay in that position. But this chair, see, it goes all the way back, and I couldn't also push it all the way to the left side, which is kind of I don't know. I don't really care that much about this feature. I don't really give a damn. All I care about is comfort and ergonomics. Also, another thing that this chair does better than that previous one, the Lundrup, is of course this. With no issues, I could spread my legs. I could men's spread basically, and it's so much better because on that previous chair it was not almost impossible, but it was uncomfortable as hell. Is all I'm trying to say. Yeah, I'm really happy with my purchase. Yes, I spent a lot more money on this chair than my previous chair, but it's actually pretty comfortable. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't have issues. I'm gonna show you right now what I don't like about this chair. So my first nitpick I have with this chair are armrests, basically. They could be a little bit further apart from each other because, surprise, surprise, I'm a 195 centimeters tall dude and I weigh almost around 100 kilograms, plus minus. Another issue I have with this chair is the neck support and lumbar support. Now, basically, if you apply too much pressure, you can move them all the way down. So, for example, I can move it... You can easily move it up, but you can just as easily move it down if you apply too much pressure. So, just like that, for example. So, if I would have raised it a little bit, then I would sit on this chair. What would happen is if I applied too much pressure, if I basically leaned on it too much, it could easily be moved down. The same thing could be said about the neck support, because trust me, bro, it's really easy to actually move it down. For example, when I'm dressing in the morning, when I'm going to school, for example, I have a tendency to throw my clothes, jackets or battle vest that I have, or, some sweatshirt. And it doesn't take too much pressure, and sometimes when I throw it onto a neck support, you can easily move it down. I'm not gonna show you now because I don't wanna adjust it, because I'm a lazy person. Another thing that I find annoying about this chair, and I don't know how to explain it, how to call it, but I call it a dust magnet, aka it requires some maintenance. Keep it clean. Because this chair, now you can see a little bit and you're asking what the hell is this? That's a dust. This chair collects a lot of dust. So today is a Tuesday, of course. I usually wipe the dust in a Sunday, but Jesus Christ, I haven't wiped it the previous Sunday. So, there's some dust, and there's a lot of dust. Now I can show you. I can show you exactly. There's so much dust over here. There's some dust. And here and here, and you could see there's quite a lot of dust that builds up, and you can imagine if it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, it can be insane. There can be insane amount of dust if you don't clean this up all the time. Just make sure you wipe the dust. I mean, it's really... Dude, there's a lot of dust, basically. I can't stress this enough. And, just a teeny tiny nitpick. I mean, this is a problem with other chairs, but basically when you sit on it, you can hear how creaky, squeaky it can be. Well, not squeaky, but creaky, basically. When you, sit on it, lean on it and do all kinds of shit. But it's still a good chair. Antares Scope chair is really good. I don't know what else to say about this chair. It's a nice, comfortable chair. It was a nice replacement of the previous chair. The Bilium and Lumdrup that I got from Jisk. This chair that I got from Asko. The chair made by Antares. It's pretty good. I mean, I have no complaints for now. other than those little nitpicks that I have. But I think it's a good chair. I still think it's a good chair. It's a nice replacement, even though it was more expensive. And yeah, I mean, that's it. I don't know what else to talk about. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make the Logitech MX Vertical review or if I'm gonna do something else, because I feel like recording videos, even though my channel is goddamn dead. Nobody watches my videos. Well, maybe some people do, but YouTube isn't recommending me my videos. So yeah, fuck me, I wanna die. Пиздец.